Pasensya na po, Your Honor. I am not affiliated in any of the 193 companies listing me as a director, officer, or incorporator. I now find my very person invaded by natural and juridical personalities with foreign sounding names. Sorry po talaga. I am Jessa Y. Mendoza, a lieutenant of the Philippine Navy and a proud member of Philippine Military Class of 2014. Accompanying me today is my legal counsel, Attorney Michael A. Gaspar. Today, I stand before this honorable committee in my personal capacity to share my most unfortunate experience as a victim of identity theft. The shocking revelations regarding my experience started April last year when I received in my residence a letter of authority from the BIR for tax deficiency linked to a Shin Wanhao online game technology incorporated. I initially did not give it much thought, thinking that it was merely a mistake since my name only appeared on a courier sticker and not on the LOA itself. Moreover, prior to the receipt of the LOA, I have not heard of Shin Wanhao online game technology incorporated. I definitely did not have any affiliation of the said corporation. 5 months later, after this, I received another LOA for tax deficiency of Handy International Power Carry Incorporated. This time, however, my name appeared on the letter as the supposed treasurer of the said corporation. To make matters worse, other family members' name also appeared on the same LOA. Two other individuals with foreign-sounding names, namely Xiao Wei Dai and Wei He, were listed as incorporators and directors. I do not know who these individuals are, and I was never involved in the corporation and operation of the Handy International Prime Carry Incorporated. In April of this year, things got more distressing. I received a subpoena from the Office of the Prosecutor of Makati directing me to submit a counter affidavit relative to the non-registration, non-remittance, non-production, and non-reporting of Reserart Construction Corporation in violations of Republic Act 11199, also known as Social Security Act of 2018. In compliance with the subpoena, I submitted my counter affidavit denying any involvement with the Reserart Construction Corporation. Prior to the subpoena, I have not heard of the Reserart Corporation except for two relatives whose names were also listed as incorporators. I do not have any affiliations with the said corporation. Two other individuals with foreign-sounding names, namely Ziyan Li and Haiyan Zhang, were listed as incorporators. When my lawyer checked the credentials of the notary public who supposedly notarized the articles of incorporation of the Reserart Corporation, he told me that there was no such lawyer and the roll number belonged to another lawyer. Unfortunately, I was indicted, allegedly violating SSS Act, and a warrant of arrest was issued against me. To secure my person against preventive imprisonment, I had to post a cash bond of 108,000 pesos. I reached out to the Security Exchange Commissions on April 22, 2024. A few days after I was given a subpoena. Upon consultation to the Company Registration and Monitoring Department and Enforcement and Investor Protection Department, or the EIPD, I filed a request for a reverse search of the affiliations of all the corporations under my name. Subsequently, I was advised to file a petition for revocation against the corporations wrongly associating me with their boards. That same week, I also filed a police blotter about my situation. After 2 months of waiting for the result of the reverse search, with the help of my legal counsel, we secured from the Security Exchange and Exchange Commission a preliminary 5-page list of the corporation where my name is listed as director or incorporator. To my surprise and dismay, my name, taxpayer identification number, and signature were used to incorporate no less than 193 corporations. Of the said number, more than half, or around 102, have foreign-sounding names. Prior to the result of the reverse search, I was not aware of the existence of any of these corporations. Just last week, I received a subpoena decree from the Bureau of Internal Revenue concerning an International Prime Carry Incorporated, one of the 193 corporations. In light of these distressing revelations, I affirm the truthfulness of my statements and emphasize that I am not affiliated in any of the 193 companies listing me as a director, officer, or incorporator. That I do not know any of the individuals with foreign-sounding names listed as incorporators or directors of the said corporations. I assert that I have no involvement in any business venture and that the only source of fund or income is my job as a devoted member of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, which I have committed 13 years of my life in serving my country with courage, integrity, and loyalty. Pasensya na po, Your Honor.
It's all right, Lieutenant.
As I take the necessary actions to extricate myself from the situation. Sorry po.
Okay lang po, Lieutenant.
Because I must confess that I am apprehensive about the number of issues. I am of course concerned that the possible criminal record of my situation is exposed to my confidential and negative affect my sorry po talaga. I have just completed my last studies po. Next week po yung graduation ko. I feel that of studying so becoming a lawyer will never come to fruition. But above all, I am afraid that we be affected while I am not afraid of myself. I am afraid that my lives may be endangered. I have already spent a part of my military career patrolling our Western Seas, specifically the West Philippine Sea, contributing in my own small way to the greater effort to safeguard our territorial integrity against foreign intrusion. It is tragic that after returning the safety of our shores, I now find my very person invaded by natural and juridical personalities with foreign-sounding names. But the greatest tragedy is the real possibility that I am executed and tried with the instrumentalities of the very own institution that I have sworn to defend and protect at the cost of my own life. May the situation that I myself introduce serve as a cautionary tale for all, demonstrating that if it can happen to an ordinary person like me, it could also happen to anybody. I can only hope and prevent that my testimony made before this honorable committee help in ensuring the sorry state of affairs that I now find myself in will not happen to anyone else. That would be all. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry po.
Wala pong dapat i-sorry. No apologies necessary at all, Lieutenant Jessa. And thank you very much po for coming forward to help the committee in our investigation.